How would your life change if you were diagnosed with terminal cancer? You might think, well, I don't have cancer. But the truth is, we all have a terminal diagnosis. Death is the ultimate obstacle we must face. We can learn to derive value from our mortality, just as we can learn to embrace every obstacle in life. Following the advice from Ryan Holiday's book, The Obstacle is the Way, the ancient art of turning adversity to advantage. Learn to thrive not in spite of what happened, but because of it. Use each challenge to make yourself better. We aren't telling you just to be positive. We are telling you to turn each obstacle upside down and see each of them as an opportunity to grow. Overcoming obstacles is the discipline of 3 steps: perception, action, and will. First, change your perspective. Look at your obstacle not as a problem, but as an opportunity. Nothing is either good or bad, but thinking makes it so. You can be thrown in jail, but no one can change your thoughts and behaviors. Steady your nerves when something happens. There's no reason to get so worked up. Learn the art of not panicking. When people panic, they make mistakes. Getting upset and giving in to your feelings does not provide you with more options. On the contrary, the anger might make you miss some opportunities. Practice being objective instead of subjective. This happened is objective, but this is bad is subjective. To do this better, pretend the situation isn't happening to you. Remove your objectivity and emotion from your thinking. Alter your perspective. We choose how we look at things. We retain the ability to inject perspective into every situation. Decode whether something is up to you. Figure out what you cannot control and make peace with it. Live in the present moment. It doesn't matter whether this is the best or the worst moment to be alive. It matters that you are alive at this moment. When your mind starts to wander to the past or the future, catch it and bring it back to the present moment. Think differently. As an entrepreneur, the idea that someone hasn't done this before is perfect. Search for that opportunity, realizing that what doesn't kill you makes you stronger is not a simple saying. In training, the extent of your struggle determines your muscle growth, just like obstacles can help you grow in life. Second, prepare to act. No one is coming to save you, and you must be prepared to act. People tend to downplay the importance of aggression and taking risks because it's often associated with violence and masculinity. Create your own momentum. Objects in motion tend to stay in motion. If you start moving, you will get more momentum. Practice persistence. You shall chisel and peg away at the obstacle until it is gone. In 1878, Edison wasn't the only person experimenting with lights. He was, however, the only one willing to test 6,000 different filaments. Working at it works. Iterate, fail, and improve. Our ability to try and try is linked to our ability to fail and fail again. Epic success is often preceded by epic failure. Be careful, as there is a case where you don't benefit from failure. This case is where you don't learn from failure. Failure is feedback, but you have to listen to the feedback. Follow the process. If you have something major to do, break it down into small steps and follow your process. Eat your elephant one bite at a time. The process is order, and it keeps our perceptions and actions in sync. Do your job and do it right. Everything is a chance to do, and do it best. How you do one thing is how you do everything. If you are simply doing the minimum in your 9-to-5 job, that mindset will carry over into your business. What's right is what works. Sometimes we spend a lot of time thinking how things are supposed to be and not what brings us results. In Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, it doesn't matter how you take your opponent down, it matters that you get them down. When you find yourself faced with a challenge that seems impossible, take a step back. Think if you can go around the problem or how you can change the problem into something that is solvable. Sometimes the longest way is the shortest way home because it is the easiest. Use obstacles against themselves. Use the power of opposites, just like Gandhi. Use peace against violent people. Try to implement that in your life. While we do encourage action, sometimes restraint is the right action to take. You aren't doing nothing, you are practicing self-restraint. Channel your energy. We all have limitations and things that drive us mad, but you have to be immune to external stressors and limitations as you march towards your goal. Seize the offensive. Ordinary people shy away from negative situations. Great people use them as an advantage. Got injured on the field and can no longer play your favorite sport and are bedridden for a month? Use this time in bed to write the book you always wanted to write. Turn negatives into positives. Prepare for none of it to work. Accept that you failed and learn from it. Sometimes the obstacle gives us a new path in life to do something that we were truly meant to do. Third, use your will. Will is your internal power. Will is the discipline of the heart and soul. It is something we always have control over. Certain things in life will cut you open like a knife, but you have to be willing to continue. Build your inner citadel. Remember that you can remake your body and life no matter where you start. The strength in will must be built. No one is born with it. Anticipate thinking negatively. In postmortem, doctors examine why someone died. In premortem, we examine what could go wrong. When starting a business, run through a couple of these premortem cases. Your business is dependent on other people and you can't predict everything, but you can prepare for some cases and you can handle it better when it happens. The rise of acquiescence. You have to accept what is. What you can't change, you have to learn to accept. Love everything that happens. You might as well be happy about everything that happens to you. What else are you going to do? Get angry? Everything happens for a reason. All that happens is fuel for your movement forward. Perseverance. It's the long game. Don't be your worst enemy and give up on your goals. Hold steady and keep going. Believe in something bigger than yourself. We are all humans trying to do our best. Help your fellow humans survive and thrive. Being strong for other people will make you stronger for yourself. Meditate on your mortality. We will all die. Reminding ourselves that we will die can help us treat our time as a gift. And if death can have some benefits, don't you think every obstacle can? Prepare to start again. When you get over one obstacle, another one will appear. Each time you learn something new. What obstacles have you used to your advantage recently to escape the average life? Comment below and subscribe by clicking the button in the bottom right-hand corner.